Namaste everyone. Body goes through changes for 9 months during pregnancy. I recommend taking rest for at least 6 months after delivery. Asanas can be practiced from 7 months onwards. However, you may start to practice pranayama twice a day after a week in case of normal delivery. People with C-section or any other complication before, during or after pregnancy must consult doctor before starting any new physical routine. So let's sit straight in any seated comfortable posture, Vajrasana like this or Sukhasana. Hands on the knees, straight spine. Checking face is relaxed, eyes closed. And you want to focus on the breath for a few seconds. This is just an observation how we are breathing in and breathing out. And take a deep inhalation now. And exhaling the breath out. One more breath. Exhale and bring palms on the chest. Inhale for Om chanting together. Listen to the prayer. त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृतात् Set the intention for today's practice. Intention to have healthy body and healthy mind. Gently blink, looking at the palms. Open your eyes. We are starting with a gentle twist, so come on all four. Check your knees and hips in line. Move right arm under left, pressing right shoulder on the floor. Relaxing the head down. And once you are comfortable here, you want to stretch left arm forward. Toes are tucked in. And use your left hand, press it down to open up your chest to its left wall. It's a variation of Marjariyasana. Holding a newborn can create a strain on shoulder and upper back. This posture will help you relieve the tension from the upper back and the shoulder. Let's take one more breath. Exhale and come back to center. Let's switch the side now. Left arm under right. Check the knee and hips are still in line. Relaxing head on the floor. And once we are ready, we want to stretch right arm forward. Just see within your limit if you can open up the chest. We want to do that. Eyes closed. Relaxed breathing. We take one more breath. Exhale and come back to center. We are coming on all fours, so check wrist, shoulder in one line. Moving on to Vyagrasana, so keep left ankle on the floor. Inhale and we raise right leg up with the knee bend, look up. Exhale, rounding back, knee to chest. Inhaling, arching, looking up. Exhale and squeeze the navel tightly, knee to chest. And let's continue. Deep inhalation. Exhale and squeeze the navel. Make sure you do that. Fourth round. Exhale, squeezing tightly. Inhale, 5. Exhaling. Inhale one more time. Exhale, knee to chest, and this time we want to stay here. So keep rounding. We want to press the hands on the floor. Tighten the navel and see if you can move your toes between your hands without touching the floor. You'll have to really squeeze the navel. Keep exhaling and keep moving the toes forward without touching it. Alright, exhale and release. We prepare for the other side, pressing right ankle down. Inhale, left leg up, looking up. Exhale, knee to chest, rounding. Inhaling, arching. Exhale, squeeze the navel. Inhaling, lifting. Exhale, checking the navel. Inhaling, 4. Exhale, rounding the back. Inhale 2 more times. Exhaling. Inhale, last one. Exhale, knee to chest. And let's start to squeeze, activate your arms. Keep rounding the back. And see if you can push the toes forward again without touching the floor. Keep squeezing. Longer exhalation will help. Exhale and release. We are preparing for a Namaskarasana. So squat down, keeping feet apart. If your heels are not touching the floor, you can sit on few blankets or you can use yoga blocks. Palms on the chest, elbow inside the knees. Inhale, we lift the chest up, look up. Exhale, stretching arms forward, round the back and start to squeeze your pelvic floor. When I say pelvic floor, we are trying to tighten the entire vagina. That is also known as Kegel. Right? Inhale, we lift the chest up. Exhale, round back, hold breath and start to engage vagina, the entire pelvic floor. Inhaling, lift the chest up and hold breath. Exhale, holding breath, rounding the back. Continue tightening the pelvic floor. Inhaling, lift the chest. Holding breath. Exhale, rounding, squeezing pelvic floor, holding breath. And let's continue. Inhale back to center. Moving on to chopping wood posture. So we want to inhale, interlock finger, raise your arms up. With exhalation, forcefully move your arms down. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale and move your arms down. So when we exhale, we are making a ha sound forcefully. And with exhalation, we want to squeezing the pelvic floor again. So every time make a ha sound, squeeze pelvic floor and continue. One last round. We sit down on the floor, straighten the legs, and we are lying down on the back. Preparing for Pada Chakrasana. So just check your lower back is nicely placed on the floor. Inhale, we raise right leg up to ceiling. Pointing the toes up and checking left foot is also active, flexing that ankle. And now imagine you are creating a small circle with your entire leg. Start with a small clockwise circle and slowly create a bigger circle. So we go down all the way, reaching high and to the side wall. And let's continue with the straight knee. We want to do this for 7 to 8 times. Keep checking the left knee and left ankle is active. Breathing. We can exhale through mouth. And after 8 rounds, we are reversing the circle. So anti-clockwise and continue making big circles. Okay, last one. And we slowly release the leg down. Relax your legs and arms. Just see how you feel on right side of your leg right now as compared to left leg. Let's prepare for left side now. Right leg active on the floor. Left leg reaching up, straight knee, point the toe and start with a small circle in clockwise direction. Slowly creating a medium circle and now a big circle. Keep the toes pointed, that will help you to keep knees straight. And let's keep moving. 7 to 8 rounds, clockwise direction, and keep checking how we are breathing. And now we reverse the circle anti-clockwise and continue checking the knee is straight, toes are pointed. 7 to 8 rounds anti-clockwise. One more round. And let's relax here. Keep your legs apart, eyes closed. Preparing for Pada Sanchalana, it's a bicycle riding posture. So we bring right knee to chest, raise right leg up, move it down to front wall, move it down to floor and knee to chest. That's one round. And now let's continue. So this is bicycling we are doing only with a single leg and then later we will combine the movement. So let's continue. Point the toe, straighten knee, bend knee, lower down and bring knee to chest. So just imagine you are riding a bicycle with only one leg, or we are creating a big circle with the entire right leg. Circle which is moving forward, down and knee close to chest. Okay, let's continue. Right, and now we want to reverse the circle. So straighten knee, lower down, stretch it up and knee to chest. We are doing this 7 to 8 times. While walking with the right leg, keep your left leg completely active. Knee straight, flexing the left ankle. We continue one more round. And let's slowly release the leg. Relax just for a moment and see how you are feeling on right leg. You might have felt it on the lower abdomen also. We want to start with the left knee now. So bring left knee to chest. Raise leg up, point it down, forward, knee to chest again. Right, let's continue. Make sure you're breathing while we create this movement. Straighten the knee completely as you point to front wall. Right, continue 7 to 8 times. Try to move with a medium pace or maybe slower so that we work on thighs and lower abs equally. One more time and we reverse the circle. So stretch it forward, up and knee to chest. Do that mindfully. Be aware about the movement. We are also straightening the knee completely. And let's continue 7 to 8 rounds. And one last round. We straighten the legs and relax few seconds. Check again how you feel on the legs, both the legs this time. We are preparing for Padasanchalana with both the legs now. So maybe you might have to see this once. Bring both the knees to chest, straighten right leg first. As soon as you start bending right knee, you start straightening. Left knee, move it down and bring knee to chest again. So just remember how you would ride a bicycle. It's the same movement, but you are lying down on the back. Right? So continue. Make sure you straighten the knee completely, lower down the leg and bring knee on the chest. And continue moving. Remember to breathe. We can exhale through mouth, but we want to always inhale through nose. There, halfway. Now we are reversing the circle. So just do that mindfully. Straighten the left knee, lift the leg up, knee to chest, and the same movement on the other side. Right, continue 7 to 8 rounds again, reversing the bicycle. Last one, and bring knees to chest, hugging the knees tightly. Few seconds here. We are preparing for Pavanamuktasana with a single leg. So raise arms overhead, inhale here. Exhale, right knee to chest and bring nose to knee. Inhale, straightening, head down. Exhale and lift up. And we continue. When we exhale, lift the head up. Try to squeeze the navel, pushing abdomen inwards. Inhale and straighten the leg in the air, preferably, and continue. Next time we lift up, we want to hold the posture. So keep squeezing, keep lifting your upper body as high as you can. Exhale and release. Alright, arms over and we start with the left side. Exhale, lift the upper body as high as you can. Straightening left leg in the air. Try not to drop it on the floor. And let's continue. 7 to 8 times. Lift up one more time and we are holding it here. Squeeze the navel, lift high, and right knee we try to keep it straight. Exhale and release. Relaxing few seconds. Very carefully we turn to right side and sit down on the floor. Preparing for Gatyatmak Meru Vakrasana. So let's open up the legs widely, keep knees straight, flexing ankle. Exhale, we move left hand to right foot, stretch right arm back and look back if you can. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twisting to left side. That's one round and we want to continue. Take a deep breath, exhale and twist. Push the navel. Inhale, center. Exhale, left side. Try to lean forward and look back so that we work on the neck. We are also working on the hamstring here, twisting the spine. And of course, it's a very good posture to work on lower abs. We want to continue moving. People with a severe back condition might have to skip this posture. Otherwise, we are practicing this for 7 to 8 times. Let's continue. Right, next time we twist to right side, we want to hold the posture. See if you can move left hand outside right foot, or maybe we can just hold the ankle wherever your hand is reaching and try to stretch right arm back. Continue turning the chest up, use your exhalation. Keep tightening navel and it will help you to twist a little more. Take one more breath. Inhale, back to center. Exhale and we hold on left side. Drop right hand wherever it's reaching on the left leg. Try to hold outside of the foot preferably and keep moving your left arm back. Sucking the belly in as much as you can. One more breath. Exhale and release. We bring legs together for Nauka Chalanasana, rowing the boat posture. So keep legs straight, make a fist. Inhale, raise arms up. Exhale, move forward. Inhale and try to go back as far as you can. Exhale and come forward. Okay, that's one round. Let's continue. Go forward as far as you can and push your upper body back so that when you come forward, you can squeeze your abdomen a little more. We are doing this 7 to 8 times. One last round, moving forward. And now from here, we want to reverse the circle. So going all the way up, back and forward. So from toes, we reach up, Moving back, hands to shoulder and come forward. Okay, reversing the both now, and let's continue. Movements are same. The arm movement, we are reversing it. Keep pressing heels on the floor and keep checking knees remain straight. Continue. And then last round, coming back to center. Alright, so let's slowly, we want to stand up for Parshvakonasana, separating the legs widely. Turn right foot to right wall. Left foot we are turning slightly in and check both the heels are in one line. Checking hips are square, spine straight, arms open. And when we exhale, bring right forearm on the right thigh. Left arm goes over your head. You'll have to make sure your right knee is in line with ankle. Otherwise, we adjust the foot. And if you find this easy, we want to drop right hand on the floor, next to right foot. Turning the chest up towards ceiling. Use your left arm to straighten left side of your body completely. You should feel stretch on your waistline. Left knee is completely straight. We can always look straight if there is any discomfort on the neck. And let's try to focus on the breath now. One more breath. Push the navel in, exhale and come back to center. Okay, let's prepare for left side Parshvakonasana. Turning left foot to left wall. Right foot is slightly turned in. Bend the left knee and see your knee is in line with ankle. Hips are square, arms open. Exhale and we start with the variation now. So bring left forearm on left thigh. Right arm goes over your head. We want to try and look up, so we stretch the throat also. Any discomfort, we can always look straight. Alright, if you find this easy, we can drop left hand next to left foot and continue raising right arm over your head. You will have to make sure you are not leaning too much on the left foot. We want to keep right foot also active. So check if you are sinking on left side. We might have to lift the hips up a little to press right foot on the floor. And let's focus on the breath now. To see how you are breathing here as you hold this posture. We are taking one more breath. Exhale and with control, coming back to center. Slowly bring legs together. So let's lie down on chest and we prepare for Bhujangasana. So we ideally want to have feet together. Back issues can start with legs apart. Otherwise, feet together, straighten the knees, toes are active, hands next to your ribs. Inhale and we'll lift the chest up. Now try to squeeze your upper back by moving elbow close to each other. Continue lifting as you inhale. And here we want to focus more on keeping legs active. Bhujanga is a baby cobra. So if you know about the qualities of cobra, they have all of their strength in the tail. So just like that, we want to have legs active. Knees are straight, which will stay off the floor. Exhale and we release, forehead down. Few seconds here and we'll repeat this one more time. Just check legs again, active. Inhale and we'll lift up. And if you are comfortable here, we want to have eyes closed. This time focus on how you are breathing in this posture. See if you can control the breath by making inhalation deeper and exhalation longer. Rest of the body stays active. And next time we exhale, releasing the posture, hands under head. Turn face to one side, legs apart. Relaxing few seconds. Right, we are preparing for Ardha Shalabhasana. So let's lift the hips up slightly, palms under thighs. Legs together again, chin on the floor. Now any discomfort on the neck, you can keep forehead down. Else, try to keep chin on the floor. Inhale and we raise right leg up to ceiling with a straight knee, toes pointed. Checking left ankle is on the floor, keeping it active. Eyes closed and we shift focus on the throat now. And start to breathe. One more breath. Exhale and release. Preparing for the left side now. Inhale, left leg up, straight knee. Point the toes and check right ankle. We press it on the floor. Focusing on the throat. Next exhalation, slowly release. Right, we'll do this one more time with the right leg. See if you want to adjust your arms or neck. Inhale, right leg up, checking all the alignment. Eyes closed, focusing on the throat. And try to relax your breath this time. Next exhalation, releasing right leg down. Inhale and we switch the sides, checking knees are straight. Focus back on the throat. Exhale and release. Releasing arms, legs apart and turn face to one side. Okay, let's come on the knees for child's pose. Stretching arms forward actively. Right, very slowly we sit down on the floor. Bend the knees, keep your feet apart on the floor. We are moving left foot close to right foot like this. Drop the left knee on the floor and point your right toes back. So right knee is pointing towards your front wall and right heel next to right hip. Move left hand outside right knee and move your right hand back. If you find the leg position confusing for you, you can just do a simple cross leg posture and create a twist to right side. Try to bring both the shoulder in one straight line. Use your right hand to lengthen the spine instead of leaning on the right hand. Right, we take one more breath here. Exhale and release. Right, I'll show you the posture from this side now. So I'm bringing right foot close to left, dropping left knee on the floor, left toes pointing back. Right hand outside left knee and the left hand goes back. Both the hip should stay on the floor. Keep straightening the spine. And again, if you find legs confusing, just do a normal cross leg posture and focus on twisting. Here this time we want to also take a Kegel, which means we start to contract the pelvic floor again. Continue breathing. Tighten the vagina as much as you can here. We take 2 more breaths, checking the pelvic floor again. Exhale and release. Very slowly we straighten the legs for Dandasana. So adjust your hips, legs are together, straight knees. Try to push back of the knee to floor, flexing the ankle, which means toe pointing towards face. Straight spine, hands on the floor. Now again we start to squeeze the pelvic floor with every exhalation. And every time we inhale, we want to release the pelvic floor. Alright, so continue doing that. Inhale. Right. Next inhalation, we raise arms up. Exhale, start to bend forward, holding the foot, and we lift the chest up again. Lengthen the spine. Push the navel in tightly. Exhale, and we start to bend forward for Paschimottanasana. People with the back issues can do same posture with the knee bend. If your hands are not reaching to foot, again, you can keep the knees bent softly. Softly bend, not too much. Again, with exhalation, we continue to squeeze pelvic floor. Whenever we inhale, we release the pelvic floor. So let's continue. Next inhalation, we lift the chest up and slowly release the posture. We are preparing for Gaumukhasana. You might need a scarf or a yoga belt. So bring left knee on the floor, pointing towards your front wall. Right knee on top. Now, if you find this difficult, we can just do a simple cross-leg posture also. I'll just show you the posture from the back for better understanding on arm position. So keep your right leg on top if you are taking the Gaumukha legs. Hold scarf on your left hand. Left elbow pointing up to ceiling. Stretch right arm to side wall and slowly push it backwards. Okay, we are holding a scarf with both the hands now. And try to push left elbow as back as you can. Now if you find this easy, we can try walking right hand upward and left hand downward. And if you can move it a little more closer, we can bind the arms like how I am doing here. And we can stay here. Now use your hands to push it on your upper back. Lift the chest up. You want to stay here for a few more breaths. This is going to be a great posture to release tension from neck, shoulder and upper back. Now with exhalation, we want to move forward, chin to right knee. Back conditions will sit straight. Next inhalation, we come back to center and very carefully releasing the arms one by one. Right, let me show you the posture from the front now. So we are changing the leg, bringing left leg on top. Right knee below the left leg. And we can always do simple Sukhasana posture. This time your right elbow is pointing up. Stretching left arm to left wall and slowly push it backwards. And holding scarf with both hands now. Straighten the spine, start to lift the chest up. Give a little more effort to keep right elbow active. We push it backwards. And check now if you can walk left hand upward and right hand downward. And if you can, we want to try binding the hands. Make sure you are not going beyond your limit. Once we are ready, we want to exhale and bend forward. Remember, back issues will sit straight. Else, bending forward and continue stretching hands away from each other. Few breaths here. Inhale and we come back to center. And very slowly, carefully release your arms. We are moving on to Baddha Konasana. So bring soles together and check if your knees are too far from the floor. We can move feet forward so that we lower down the knees. Else keep heel close to body. Left hand on the floor and bring right arm over your head. Creating stretch for right side. Now if you find this easy, we can also drop left elbow on the floor, but you'll have to see your hips still remain on the floor. Otherwise, left hand can just stay down. Continue stretching right side of the body. Eyes softly closed. And again we start to engage the pelvic floor. Inhale, back to center. Exhale and let's stretch left side of the body. Check if that's easy for you. We can drop right elbow on the floor. Keeping in mind that hips stay on the floor. Use your inhalation to lift the chest up and start to engage pelvic floor with every exhalation. Take one deep breath. Exhale back to center. And we start to walk hands forward. We can stay halfway, especially for the back condition. If you start rounding the back, you will stay halfway only. Only if you are comfortable, if you can go forward with a straight spine. We want to go all the way forward, arms and head on the floor. Relaxed breathing. And just focus on engaging the pelvic floor with exhalation. Staying here, few more breaths. Next time we inhale, walking hands back, hands to knee, and slowly bring knees together. Right, let's lie down on the back. We are preparing for Setu Bandhasana, so knees bent, feet on the floor, in line with the hips. See if you can hold your ankles, else hands can stay on the floor. Inhale and start to lift the hips up. Hips reaching high, chest close to chin. And again, we focus on squeezing the pelvic floor with every exhalation. So exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale and release the pelvic floor. While doing that, continue lifting the buttocks high. So let's continue with the movement on perineum along with exhalation. Next exhalation, releasing hips down. And take a moment to observe the lower back. We start to move neck right to left and left to right 5 times, keeping head on the floor. Massaging back of the head. We are keeping knees bent, feet apart, and dropping both the knees to right side. Arms are open in line with the shoulder and turning face to left side, creating gentle twist around waistline. Breath relaxed. Next inhalation, knees back to center. Exhale and drop it to left side. Check feet are still apart and turning face to right side. Inhale, knee back to center, straightening the legs for Shavasana. We'll rotate the ankle 3 times, clockwise and anti-clockwise. And give in and out movement on your hands 3 times. I recommend practicing pranayama after this class. I will put the video link in the description box below. For now, relax here for 5 minutes. I shall see you in the next video. Take care.